Hello friends, this is CA Vrinda Vakharia. I am back with my SA series. So let's today revise SA 560, that is subsequent events. So let's revise SA 560, that is subsequent events. Now SA 560 connected with two accounting standards. Accounting standard 4, that is contingencies and events occurring after balance sheet date. And another one is AS 29, that is provisions, contingent liabilities and contingent assets. So the concept of these three is one or the similar. So first, what is the meaning of subsequent events? So subsequent events are the events that occurring between the balance sheet date and the date of auditor's report. Balance sheet date means ending on 31st March, and the date of auditor's report, that means the date on which auditor signs his audit report. So in between अगर कोई भी events होती है, that is called subsequent events. Date of financial statement, then occurs subsequent event, and then occurs the auditor's report, that means date of the auditor's report. This gives rise of two type of events: adjusting events and non-adjusting event. First, events those provide evidence of conditions that existed on the balance sheet date, and the second is event those arose totally subsequent to the balance sheet date, which may be non-adjusted. So it gives rise to two situations: adjusting event and non-adjusting event. Now the question which may be asked in your exam is, what are the auditor's duty or procedure regarding SA 560 or regarding subsequent events? So auditor should consider the effect of subsequent events on financial statements and on auditor's report. Auditor should perform procedures designed to obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence that all the events up to the date of auditor's report that may require adjustment of or disclosure in financial statements have been identified. Either you have to adjust or you need to just disclose in financial statement. This type of events must be identified and given effect accordingly. When auditor becomes aware of events which materially affect the financial statements, the auditor should consider whether such events are properly accounted for in the financial statements. When management does not account for such events that auditor believes should be accounted for, auditor should express a qualified opinion or an adverse opinion as appropriate. Main two examples which are repeatedly covered in our material. First is fire occurred. In that, no need for provision, but disclosure is required. So disclosure is material and auditor should see for that. And another example is provision for outstanding salary for last 2 years. In this case, of course, you have to see whether provision for outstanding salary has been accounted or not. In that case, only disclosure will not qualify. So provision is necessary and auditor should qualify report if provision is not made. So this was normal understanding about SA 560. Now there was typical answer in your practice manual or suggested answers of ICAI that have to be written in your answers. So the question was, what are the procedure that auditors should follow to verify subsequent events? So the answer should be, first is auditor should obtain understanding of any procedure management has established to ensure that subsequent events are identified. What are the procedures that management has decided or established to recognize the subsequent events? Second point is inquiring of management or those charged with governance. Third is reading minutes that held after the date of financial statement to discuss the important matters. Fourth is reading entity's latest subsequent interim financial statement. Fifth, adequacy to check adequacy of going concern assumption. There may be some very material subsequent event which may doubt on the going concern. So adequacy of going concern assumption. And sixth is inquire about pending cases. For that you have to ask to their lawyer or their consultants, right? So these are the 6 steps that were there in your practice manual or suggested answers of institute. So these 6 points you have to remember mainly for essay 560, all in one question only, and 2 examples, that is fire occurred after the balance sheet date which needs only disclosure and no provision, and provision for outstanding salary which require provision and no disclosure.